What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the Gym Session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money Making Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, off a good night last night. Last night we had our Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, our favorite money-making team, Thunder Buddies for life. The cover buddies, man, they did it again. They covered another point spread for us. No surprise there. As remember, they're historically one of the best ATS teams of all time. They were the best ATS team this season for a great reason. But we ain't worried about that, man. We knew that was probably likely. Them boys are moving on to the NBA Finals, man. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies. This has been, one of our teams here on this show for the past couple seasons. So, few seasons, 3 seasons. So, it's really good to see them evolve and reach an NBA Finals, man. Shout out to them boys. Shout out to them boys. Much love, much respect. I'm so happy and excited for that team, man. I'm so happy and excited for them. We'll see if they're able to hoist the Larry O'Brien. Tonight, we're looking to see if they find out who their opponent will be. We got Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks, 4.5-point home favorites, looking to avoid elimination back up against the wall. Do they force Game 6 back in Indiana, or does Indiana punch their ticket to the NBA Finals tonight? I'm finna let you, ladies and gentlemen, know my thoughts, my opinions, and how I ultimately see this game playing out. As I always say, I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. And all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. I'm also covering the WNBA, man. Y'all know we covered it last season. We're covering it again this season. We've had a really good start to the WNBA season, and I'm just looking to keep the momentum rolling forward there. I cover the WNBA just the same way I do the NBA in video form. I'll leave a link to it in the description and at the end of the video, but it should pop up literally right after this video. So if you want some more hoops action with the NBA winding on down and baseball, really the only thing available during the dog days of summer, we do have the WNBA, and we've been turning a profit on it too. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. But let's do it. Let's talk about the Eastern Conference Finals. We're in the Garden tonight, man. We saw the Pacers win Game 1 and Game 2 in the Garden in this series. Knicks responded, won Game 3, and then the Pacers won Game 4. So that's where we are right now, 3-1 Pacers. Let me put all my chips on the middle of the table so everybody knows exactly where I'm at and how I see it. I have been a huge backer of the Indiana Pacers, not only this season, but the past couple seasons. I told everybody all of this season that this team was going back to the Eastern Conference Finals, and if they were able to avoid Boston, likely the NBA Finals, and here we are, a game away from that. I also bet a pretty penny on the Pacers earlier this season to make the Eastern Conference Finals. I bet a pretty penny on the Indiana Pacers to win the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'll also have a ticket on the Indiana Pacers to win the NBA Finals. A lot of the bets that I made on Indiana were odds-based. Their odds didn't nearly reflect how good this team was and was playing, and I thought that they were being disrespected from a pricing standpoint when it came to Indiana. So that's why I'm so heavily invested, but I'm glad I'm as heavily invested as I am. So a win tonight cashes a pretty big ticket for me tonight for the Indiana Pacers. I would love to see that happen. To be 1,000% honest with y'all, I don't think it happens tonight. I do think the Pacers win this series. I think they do it in 6 tonight, though. I think the Knicks extend this series at least for one more game. I don't see the Knicks getting swept in the Garden in this series. I just don't see that happening. They had the good lead in the 4th in Game 1. Ultimately, the Pacers stole that game. Pacers just outplayed them in Game 2. Finally saw the Knicks that we like to see in Game 3. Pacers was not losing back-to-back games in Indiana, though they're a different team, monster and animal, at home, at the crib. So No surprise that Indiana bounced back at home in Game 4. This is New York's bounce back game, man. This is the game. This is the game. They need to win this game tonight. Well, that's obvious, or they're going home. But I honestly believe that the Knicks win this game tonight. I think it's going to be probably one of the best games of the series. It's going to be really competitive throughout. I think it's probably going to be a lower scoring game. I lean towards an under. I don't love it, but I do lean towards an under. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. And ultimately, I think it's going to look like it's going to be really low scoring, tightly contested, late fourth quarter. The Knicks do what they do. They go on a magical late fourth quarter run, extend the lead out a little bit, win the game probably by like 7-8 points. Knicks win is what I got this game playing out like. I'm going to say it plays out 102-94, something like that. That's how I got this one playing out. Like really low scoring, old school style game. I know Indiana's an offensive style team, but I think tonight in the Garden we'll see them struggle offensively. I think we'll get one of the best defensive games from the Knicks tonight, and I think the Knicks extend this series for one more game. I got Indiana closing them out at home, at the crib in Game 6, but tonight I don't think the Knicks get swept in the Garden. I don't bet the Knicks often. For majority of the season, I was known as a Knicks hater. I never really ran from it. A lot of the season I've called the New York Knicks overrated and overvalued, and I still believe that they are. Even in this line tonight, I think there's, a slight overratedness to and overvaluedness to New York, but I am somebody who also says overrated and overvalued teams do win in certain spots to justify why they're overrated and overvalued, and I got that gut feeling tonight about the Knicks. I don't love it. I would much rather be on the Pacers tonight, but I have a job to do, and that's to come here and tell y'all what I honestly and wholeheartedly believe is the right play. And tonight I do believe the Knicks are the right play. I think they win the game by like 8 points and extend this series for at least one more game. So that's what I got for y'all tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I like the Knicks laying the points. I like the under in this basketball game. Props-wise, I would just, whoever you like, under. I just think it's going to be a defensive, low-scoring game. One of the best defensive games from the Knicks tonight. You're going to see that OG and Anunoby defense. You're going to see that Josh Hart defense. You're going to see a lot of missed shots from both teams, inexperienced teams in a closeout game. Yeah, I don't really trust anybody to have a go-off magical game tonight. So just letting y'all know my thoughts, how I see this game playing out. Ultimately, we'll see if I'm right. Looking to keep the momentum rolling forward off a really good win last night. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all more than you know. Of course, all I ask is that you smash the like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site, man. NBA, WNBA, Major League Baseball is really what I'm betting heavily right now, all three of those. With the NBA winding on down, man, finals were right here. Check out the WNBA, man. I know a lot of y'all love betting hoops. And, with the NBA going away, with the hockey going away, we're finna enter the dog days of summer with nothing but baseball. Or at least that used to be the case. But with the WNBA becoming more and more prevalent, it's a great look, man. And we've been profitable thus far this season, seeing the board well, looking to keep the momentum rolling forward. Take a few minutes out your day, hear what I have to say about the WNBA for the day. And let's keep talking hoops, man, and try to make some money doing exactly that. Y'all see I'm decked out in green today, decked out in my Stars gear. Hockey, man, my Stars down 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals in the NHL. My boys need some juice today. Hopefully, they extend their series. 2-team parlay for y'all. Knicks to extend the series. Stars to extend the series. 2 home teams today looking to extend the series, looking to avoid elimination. Just letting y'all know where I'm at, Let's do the damn thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.